Good evening and welcome everyone to the next step of Angewandte Festival. We are glad to have you all both online and real. And we are really happy to have Angewandte Festival as we thought maybe it could not be held due to the situations we are having. Yet here we are at the end of the year, all of us continue to create, produce at the end. We contributed lots of amazing projects from every student. So it's a warm, nice evening in Vienna, I assume, because I am connecting from Turkey, Ankara, and the weather is nice, especially better for what we will be showing you this evening.
Yeah, it's
A
perfect.
wonderful experience with light.
Yeah, I'm Laura. I'm part of the student group who created this, and I want to introduce you our hosts, which are Elif, Elif and Mori. Elif in Ankara and Mori in Oxford.
Yep.
Welcome. Hello. Hi, this is Mori in Oxford. It's a pleasure to be joining you today at Angewandte Festival in Vienna at Sportsparkasse. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm a PhD student at the University of Oxford in politics. I've had the great pleasure to be part of previous artworks and help with creating them that Victoria Köln has created, and it's a wonderful occasion to be now here with you all and to virtually walk through this wonderful piece. At this point, perhaps we should briefly, Laura, do you want to tell us who else was involved in creating this?
Yes. Let me just get this up. So I will start to walk around with the computer now, and I hope it works out. So I'm here with Luca. Hello. And Victoria, of course. Hi. Here's Alessia and Ines. Yeah, and one group member is missing. So yeah, we are kind of spread it. So yes, that would be the group. And now maybe I start walking around and show you what we did. Mm-hmm. And maybe Elif can say something about what we wrote here. So
Yeah.
So Elif, Elif, what do you see here? Can you tell us more about the artwork?
So we are now at Postparkasse, as we tell you now, in George Kochplatz. And the Postparkasse is an Austrian postal saving bags building, and it's designed by Otto Wagner. And it's a really important work in Vienna Secession and Art Nouveau also. And this place that the Georg Kochplatz is located in the first district, as we all know, in inner city. And the name was given by Georg Koch, as we also know. And it's a really important square that center with major works of Viennese Secessionism and late history. And just in the front of the Postparkasse, we have Ministry of War, and it was built by Ludwig Baumann. So it's a very significant place that we are having chance to install our project. And it is a place, Ministry of War.
Do you want to tell us what Claiming Space is, the project Claiming Space?
Yeah. We title it as Claiming Space because we are reconquering, building place together, opening up the spaces, giving spaces, and observing spaces as well. But it's a new place, a new chance for us to build a new communication, just like, connections. And because, we all have been through the changes and past few months, and we completely questioned, and we were being tested in the functions and conditions of public and also university spaces, because we couldn't go out, we couldn't, prevail our studies. And we thought, like, where you can stay freely and safely in public, where could we go? So we tried to, question, like, are there places that are not for only consumption, functionality, transportation, etc.? but also places for only being, for only existing. So that's why we wanted to put it. So this area is a new open area in front of the old Postparkassa building. So here a new area for university, a competent center for arts, science is created for us. So just before, we invite you to discuss these important and striking questions in the public space for our future space. So together we want to create a new space that's open to everyone and free. So we are trying to find new approaches and social interactions can take place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laura is now showing the whole area.
Yeah, I think one of the first things that one notices about this art project is that it's not two-dimensional, right? Like it uses light, but it's actually three-dimensional. Even though it only works off surfaces, you can see how it invites you and into a space that it creates.
Yeah, we use.
Can you tell us, Elif, what is the basic idea behind using light and this project?
As we were in the course with Victoria, we always talked about the metaphorical form of light, the literal, scientific, aesthetical meanings of light. So we thought like light opens up and makes spaces and makes reality invisible to us. So we thought, how can we integrate it to our end project and to the festival? Because we thought it's better to make it for festival so everyone can interact. So this work belongs to the course Light Painting Photography Film course with Victoria Köln. So we are celebrating it in the public with lighting. So we are using light projections and some kind of disc to project these small written things to the whole building. So it's a really nice experience to go into this light because you can feel the light onto your clothing, on your face. So it's a kind of a different experience.
Absolutely, and those images and with the details of the light work are really magnificent. Wonderful being able to join even from afar.
Yeah. If you're walking by or driving by, you can be affected by it.
Yeah, I would advise anyone living in Vienna at this point to stand up and move to Postparkassa if you can. And
yeah, just walk too.
Just walk, cycle, cars.
Our amazing team will be welcoming you, I'm sure.
We have an amazing team.
Exactly.
Yeah, what we did while we had the shutdown, and then we exploded here on space, in public space. It was really great to have this area. And I want to thank you also to Emma 33, because we have the support of the Public Lighting of Vienna. This is why it was possible to make it so fast happening, make it realize it so fast. Sprecht ihr eigentlich die ganze Zeit Englisch oder gibt es auch deutsche Passagen?
Bis jetzt waren wir Englisch die
ganze Zeit. Wie ihr wollt.
Yeah, we only speak English today, I understand.
Yeah. So maybe Elif, you want to explain something about the Turkish sentence which we can see?
Yeah. I will be talking about the message we are trying to give, the whole. So yeah, I will be talking about the sentence. So we thought light is the fastest. Sorry.
That was going to be my next question, because
okay. The
gaining space is quite a strong statement, right?
Yes.
I was just wondering. I was just wondering what the message is and what the sentences that you use on the facade also signify.
Okay, so I will give a little story about that. So our base point was, the light is the fastest spreading and moving phenomenon. And so again, we wanted to reach people more easily by using this metaphorical meaning of light, because it reaches us faster, it can connect us faster either. So we are trying to make a meta space that it will connect all of us. For example, I am from Turkey, you're from Oxford, and we are people in Vienna. So it was kind of an idea to connect people from different cultures, from different areas. And gaining space is a really strong idiom and the sentence we wanted to make, because we created a project that will catch the eyes of the people that walking on the road or driving by or looking through their windows while having a cigarette. So it will be a new experience for many people because they are just beginning to leave their homes. So we aim to attract people to open this space and bring them together, deliver our message and give them a topic to think about. Maybe they can remember the message that we gave months ago, maybe whenever they pass this area, Postparkatı. So under the title of Gaining Space, the reason we brought different languages together as Turkish, Russian, German, English together, the idea was to bring people who speak other languages together, just like our aim to bring people online and the real world together. So this new area would have gained people from new and different cultures. So that's the meaning. Gaining space. We are having a new space which will be our next art center, and we are gaining this space by light, by having people inside from different cultures and different languages. So everyone is invited and is free. So we put 3 lines: gaining space, gaining ground, and gaining future. So this is the message that we wanted to make and give people. So it will be easy to remember, that we don't give a whole sentence, but just like a glimpse of the idea.
Yeah, I love that you've very consciously created those messages with different languages.
Yeah. Laura, can you go a little bit closer to the Postparkatı?
I hope the internet connection will be good enough, but I'll try.
Okay. Maybe we can see from a perspective from ground to the top, that the whole text. Yeah, you can see it's huge because it's projected like. But I just recommend everyone to go and see it real, because
we are here.
Please go. Grab your drink and go.
Yes.
Yeah, so
cool. You can see the cars and the human beings walking past.
Yeah. And some people also just stop and ask questions, and this is also nice to have interactions with our students and the other people. It's so nice, yeah.
Yeah, for Angewandte, this is a very special place, right? You're already working with a space that will have multiple students working there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has history.
It has history.
It has future.
Yeah. And future.
Yes, and future.
Yeah. That's what we're claiming.
And we are the first claimers.
Yeah, so I'm also here with Alessia, who wrote the Russian version.
Yeah. In Russian, it wasn't really easy to do so because like every word has its meaning, but you can combine them in different ways and then it becomes a different meaning kind of. So I used 3 different verbs for the same thing I wanted to say actually. And the first one, wooden. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. So the first one is восстановление пространства. Like the same thing, which is written in all the other languages, but in Russian it's completely different words.
Can you just move it a little bit slower?
I'm sorry. Like this? No,
yeah.
Wait. So.
Perfect.
The second one is возмещение территории, and it sounds like the word territory, but in Russian it doesn't have only this political meaning, but you can use it in different ways. So it's like claiming this ground. And the last one is возмещение будущего. Yeah, and what I wanted to say is like ground has very different words in Russian. We have like you can say ground to many different things, which are like, I don't know, the ground of the earth, or it's the ground of like in your apartment, so it's all different words, and it wasn't easy to find the right way for the ground. Or in German, Boden is like always Boden. So this was the hard part actually to translate.
Yeah, same in Turkish. It was the same, like earth, ground, floor. But it's nice to recite such, languages together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a wonderful way of thinking about how in having similar ideas, just talking to people from different places, you're already translating them very differently, perhaps.
Yeah. It also refers to our classmates, because I'm from Turkey, Alessia is from Ukraine, and we have people from, Germany, Vienna, so it's really nice to connect everyone.
Is that the reason for the languages that you chose? Because these were languages that connected you as a group?
As a group, yes, and also there are many people living in Vienna, like Turkish people, Russian people, so kind of common languages that were spoken.
On the screen.
Mm. Laura, can you perhaps start at the projector and follow?
Yes, I will show you from the beginning.
Oh, we've got a dog in the picture. You're cute.
Yeah, some dogs are here as well.
So no excuses for humans not to come if even the dogs are already there.
So we have two projectors. One is here. You can also see the other one. And I will walk with the light.
Yeah, do you want to follow the red one?
The red one? Yes.
Oh,
it's also a nice color. It's catchy.
Yeah, it's a very strong color.
Yeah, we start with the words from here on in beautiful rainbow colors.
So the words invite into the grass.
Yes. Maybe Mori, you want to say something about the English meaning?
It's gaining space.
Yes.
Gaining ground, gaining future, right?
Yeah.
So I think about gaining space as something that is more metaphysical. It can be the space that idea creates, the space that you can find in an artwork, but also physical space. So for me, if you talk about gaining space, that is something that the artwork does in that very moment, in very obvious ways. So it creates the space that you are as a group now inhabiting, that people can walk through and be in. Gaining ground comes more from sports. So to gain grounds on something, it's like a competitive thing. Also to make up ground is a related idea, I think. So in a sense, to me, that speaks very closely now to this particular moment where we feel like we've been stuck for so long and we've been inside for so long that we now, in some ways, we're gaining ground again. We're starting to move faster again, and we're starting to be less stuck and less frozen. And the last idea, I think, gaining future for me, it's also a very powerful concept right at this moment, right? So there's both for the artwork itself that is here in a space that will be a space of the arts, there will be space for Angewandtes, for students, for teachers, for artworks to be created. And so there's a shift in the space itself, but also for me in Vienna and this particular moment, if you talk about gaining future with the Fridays for Future movement, with the Klimavolksbegehren that is happening at the moment in Vienna, it seems to me that is also an idea that is very, very present at the moment, where people in Black Lives Matter demand to have a future in these spaces. So that is a very, to me, these messages make it a very powerful intersectional place where many different ideas, movements, bodies, people can come together.
Yeah, it's a very broad term that it touches to every place, touches to every area of life. So it's nice to have these words together.
But what I like about the red projector, perhaps Laura, we can stay on that a little bit, is that the glass and the light connects the two buildings, right?
Yeah, and we thought about maybe doing a change now, and yeah, I will take you with us.
So we will take you now to the projectors and show you the things you can change, how you switch around, and how you can manage to just do something different, basically.
But only the artists can do that, right?
Sorry?
Only the artists can do that, right?
Only the experts.
Only the experts.
Jetzt mal darüber, und jetzt sieht man, was sich verändert. Also
It's really powerful and warm if you get close. I was there, so powerful light can blind you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and
You
there
moved
are
to the
like
projector.
glass, plexiglass, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Victoria knows better. And it's just on the light, so that's why it reflects.
Online.
Yeah, these are little titanium glasses that Victoria uses to puts in front of the projector and then etches into or uses acid to create patterns and get rid of some of the layers, and they change how the light is filtered.
Yeah.
And they obviously make it as I think the artist team is showing us right now, they make it very easy to move the light around as well, right? So this is not a fixed installation in the sense that the focus can't be changed, or the light will always be there. It's just sometimes even the tram going past can change how the light looks.
Yeah, and the shapes.
Here we have the different glasses that we can use, and you can see the colors and everything on this little light table. And we're going to change the glass now.
Fantastic. Yeah, so these are the different glasses. They all have different layers of titanium, and depending on which layers are present and which are removed, they filter light very differently. So you can change the colors of any particular glass. You can create patterns into the glass, and you can very easily, as I think we will see now, you can switch the glasses around.
Yeah.
Switch in a new glass. So as we watch the artists at work, we will see in a second a very different artwork than we just saw a few minutes ago. So we are at the moment gaining future. Is how I would say.
And teamwork.
Now, this is going to be the next glass slide. Very delicate.
The other glass.
There's the old one. Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's a different space.
Yes, we changed it by only light.
We've gained a very different space all of a sudden, yeah.
And different moods
you
also.
You can really feel it in your bones, right? It's a very strong feeling. Suddenly you're in a different space.
Yes.
You feel that as well, Elif?
Sorry?
Do you feel that as well? Like I feel like we're in a completely different space.
Yes. And also the colors, they change the mood. For example, blue is more chill, red is more striking. So everything is so different there. So everyone can get a different feeling. If you're standing on the grass, you can get a different feeling. If you are in front of the door, you can feel something different.
Will you have different lights on throughout the nights? What's the plan with?
Yeah, maybe we will try some more colors later.
But only because we only have a few more minutes left on this live broadcast. So it's another incentive for those who have not yet gotten the boots on to get moving to Postsparkasse.
Yes, we can try another color. Wo sind die Handschuhe?
Mm. And you can see how the people on the left are becoming part of the artwork.
Yeah.
And also, the darker it gets, the better you see the shadows. I think that's really interesting.
Mm.
Shadows.
Wow, yeah. So we're now seeing a third light. Is that what is being prepared?
Nein. Ja,
So now the
genau. So.
final glass is
Sollen wir
chosen.
das auf die Mitte packen oder auf die Seite? Gut, auf die Seite. Ja.
So the next one is going to be a special slide from another artist, but we thought that it really matches the concept we created here. And Victoria is going to tell you something about the artist and the work you're seeing now.
Mm.
Yeah, that was so nice. It was a collaboration with artists, as Victoria said.
Wow.
Yes, the illustration is so cool.
Can you tell us what you can see on this, for this illustration?
I think there is a figure, like a human figure. But maybe they can tell us more
So,
since they're here.
yeah, tell us something about the artwork.
So, yeah, here we go. This is the work of Gabriele Stötzer. Gabriele Stötzer ist eine deutsche Künstlerin, die in der DDR inhaftiert war in Erfurt in der Andreasstraße und dort dann beschlossen hat, dass sie Künstlerin wird. Ich habe sie kennengelernt in der Arbeit letztes Jahr in Leipzig. So I met her last year in Leipzig and she's really a great artist. She's so focused and she was one of the 3 women who went into the Stasi building to overtake the Stasi building. So she is very political, engaged, and now she has great exhibitions. And yeah, we work together in Erfurt and in Leipzig.
So it's nice to have her again.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes.
Connecting artists again.
Yes.
And interacting with the space.
Are they basically our students from university or people from the area?
Yeah,
I think it is mixed.
it's mixed.
It's a mix.
It's so nice. That was our aim, so we succeeded.
Yeah. So I think we should come to an end.
Yes.
So,
But
yeah.
if you want to see more, you can just go there.
Yeah.
You want to have any final statements for the last minute and a half or minute that we have?
I will maybe just walk around a little bit more and show you some more what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. That's just powerful language.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wonderful, and I think also the changing night colors might also like change how strong it becomes as well. Now the contrast is already much stronger than it was just half an hour ago.
Yes, exactly. So this evolves, yeah, as it gets darker, of course.
So you are planning to stay until night, maybe more?
We will definitely stay a bit more. We will definitely stay here and enjoy the company of our fellow students and other people who have come to see this and be with us and to join the space and stand in the light and take pictures and I don't know. So yeah.
Yes, do it. Thank you, team. Thank you for your contribution.
Thanks for joining us today on the broadcast.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Good evening.